It's me again. Smoking cigarettes like a bad girl. Y'all should really tell me I'm being stupid for smoking. Or at least tell me it's not good for me. Because I have lupus and I can get cancer a lot easier than most people. So it is really stupid. But I'm just stressed out. It's harder to quit smoking than I thought. I got the patches and lozenges, but I left all my lozenges at home earlier. So I need to go get my lozenges. I'm having to take the bus once again. I wanted to take some time to talk about ModivCare because they suck and they don't know how to do their jobs right. This is the second time. This is the third time in this 2 weeks I've had to take the bus home because they can't even activate a will call. They can't even send the Uber. They can't even put in an address correctly. They didn't change my address since I have a new apartment now. They had the Uber say that it's going to take me back to my new apartment. I'm trying to go to my old apartment so I can get my nicotine lozenges, and I have some stuff to do there. I have to move out today. I have to move my mattress and stuff. But anyways, so this morning, I called to set up my ride for the methadone clinic with ModivCare. And at first it wasn't their fault. The Uber driver is the one that canceled the first time. So I rebooked the ride. I called them back and set the ride again. Well, I'm not going to make this mistake again. I told the lady about my social media account. And she said, yeah, the plan was to pick me up at 5:45 a.m. Well, the second time it said ModivCare canceled my ride. So the only reason I could think of that she would have canceled my ride is because she must be jealous I have a social media account. I mean, I've only got one video with 1,000 views. That's only $5, by the way. And I guess a couple other of my videos are almost at 1,000, but I told her I'm disabled with lupus and that I was gonna have to walk if I couldn't. I was like, I'm about to just walk instead of dealing with those people. I might even start taking the bus instead of dealing with ModivCare. That's how bad it's getting. But ModivCare, y'all need to get your stuff together, whatever's wrong with y'all, that y'all can't even schedule a ride. And then that lady's gonna get jealous that I have a social media account and then cancel my ride because of it. That's disgusting. You're gonna, like, why are you that jealous? I barely have any views anyway. Over 1,000, so what? It's $5, dude. $5, woohoo! How jealous! Like, really? Wow! And you're gonna cancel a disabled person with lupus's ride? Now that's disgusting. So then, I'm complaining so much. I usually don't complain like this, but I have a lot to complain about. So then I got to my clinic. I just dosed and stuff, got my take home and stuff. And told the ladies about, they told me I needed to be quiet when I started talking about the nurse Becky and how she should have her job. She should have lost her job. I was like, I don't need to be quiet. It's called freedom of speech. Jesus Christ. I was like, yeah, I posted on my social media about you too, Becky, because you shouldn't be stealing people's methadone that are trying, especially somebody that's sober. Just getting sober. That's wrong. She should have lost her job for that. They have cameras and stuff, so I don't know why they haven't investigated into that and fired her. And I'm gonna get on to them about that again too. It's called freedom of speech. They were trying to make me feel rushed out of the methadone clinic. It made me so uncomfortable. I came back in, I was like, I still have 15 minutes here and I need to call my will call. But anyways, the call had dropped, but he already had got all the information he needed to send my Uber. He should have sent my Uber. And he not only did he not send the Uber, but it said something about, it didn't say when the Uber was showing up, and it said that he sent it to my old address my new address, my new apartment. When I told him to change it, the address, like, how hard is it to change an address? Not only, and I had to repeat the address like 3 different times because he kept saying the number 8 was in it. I was like, there's no number 8. So he could barely speak English. But not that I have anything against Mexicans. I really don't. I'm not racist at all. But anyways, I really don't, I promise. I'm not a racist. but he could barely speak English, so I guess it was hard for him to understand me. Which that's not what pissed me off at all. It's that he didn't send the ride. These people keep screwing up, and I'm literally about to start taking the bus because of them. But enough of my complaining and rah rah rah. That's all for now. So sorry I went on for 5 minutes complaining. I love you guys. Bye. Everyone needs to hear about Motive Care, and they suck at their jobs and need to get their stuff together. Thanks for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye.